Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video of The Social, our social media app with the help of Flutter and Firebase, we are going to add like, comments and rewards on the post. Yes, a special functionality of our The Social rewards under the post of the user. Now, I am guessing you have followed me in my previous tutorial as well, where we have implemented the functionality of adding post, that is creating post, and also authentication under our The Social. But if you haven't watched the previous tutorials, quickly watch them. But before jumping over the following tutorial, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Also, you are sharing all the content of the following Flutter channel in your network. So if you have done that, we are good to go. So first of all, let's integrate the service of passwordless sign-in under our The Social. So if you have followed me in my previous tutorials, you may remember we have added the following functionality that all the users who are signed in under our The Social will be showing all the data here. That is, the user data shall be shown under a stream builder under the size box. So we shall be doing one thing, that is also adding one thing under our Cloud Firestore, which is the user's password. Now don't worry, in the next tutorial we are going to encrypt the password. So by far now we are going to add plain password text under our Cloud Firestore. So for adding the following thing, we can move under screens, under landing page. So under the following landing page we have our main buttons here. Let's go to the following definition, and under the following definition we have a button of email out sheet. Let's move there. And under our email out sheet, which is the following sheet, we have your provider for a passwordless sign-in. But moving on to our next sheet, which is our select avatar options, we can go to the following definition. And under the following definition, you may remember we are showing the user the following avatar. And under the following showing avatar, we are simply confirming the image, which is our material button. So here after pressing this, let's move under sign-in sheet. And here under the following sign-in sheet, we are able to add all of the data under our users collection. Now here you may remember we have a following method under our Firebase Firestore collection, which is nothing but create user collection. So regardless of that, we can jump back here, and under the following collection data of adding user UID, user email, user name and user image, we shall be adding the password too. So for adding the password, I can simply write here user password, which shall be nothing but user password controller dot text. So as the following thing is done, press Ctrl and S. Cool, so we are good to go. So now we can close off this following thing, open it again, and let's sign in. So for now, let's move under gallery. Let's choose Batman, the usual thing. If you remember, you remember. So here, let's confirm our image. Let's check our debug console whether we are getting our image URL. Alright, image is uploaded. So here, let's enter the name. So I will be creating a new user of Dungeon Master. Once the following thing is done, let's add email as well of dungeonmaster@gmail.com. Let's have a password of my name, Abhishek. So now let's log in, that is signed in. Alright, now we are getting our credentials of my name, my email and also my image. We are good to go. And here under the following screen, we implemented the following good looking screen. So far now we can simply do one thing, reload our entire application once. And if I simply open it one more time, we are getting our data here, that is of Dungeon Master. So now we shall be doing one thing, go under our passwordless sign-in sheet, which is here. And here under our passwordless sign-in, first of all, let's have somewhat circle avatar, that is color. So for color, I shall be having a color of dark color. Let's test it out. Alright, it's looking more cool. And after that, we shall be having our email to be a normal color, which is of white color. Cool. And here under the trailing, we have just an icon button, but we don't need this, we need a container. And under the following container, first of all, let's have a color of constant colors dot rate color to see our dimensions, where we are going. So first of all, let's have somewhat width of 80. Also let's have somewhat height of 20, I guess. Let's check it out. Alright, so we have our container here. So under the following container, we shall be having a child to be a row. And under the following row, first of all, let's have alignment for main axis alignment of space evenly. After that, let's have children to our row. So under children, let's paste the following icon button and also an icon button one more time. But here let's have a check icon having a color of blue color. So we have our buttons here. So let's do one thing, increase the height of our container. Alright, and also let's have some more width of 120. Cool. So here let's remove the red color from our container, cause the following delete icon is of red color. So once everything is done from here, now we have to add the functionality, so that after clicking over this check, that is flaunt awesome icons check, the user shall be logged in under our application. So for having that service, let's create one more method for direct sign in under our Cloud Firestore. So for that, let's move under our onPress method, and here let's have our provider, and for the context I shall be having context from our authentication class, and here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's have a method of login into account. The following method shall be taking two parameters, which is email and password. So for having the following email, I shall be taking help from a document snapshot, which is data from my users. So for that, I shall be simply writing a document snapshot dot data. From this, let's have user email, not user name. And after having this thing, we shall be having a password as well, which is stored under our Cloud Firestore. So for that, I shall be writing document snapshot dot data, and under this, let's have user password. So once the following thing is done, we can have our when complete phrase. So under our when complete phrase, we shall navigate the user to our home screen. So for now, I can simply write navigator dot push replacement. Under new route, let's have page transition, the usual thing. Under our page transition, let's have child to be the home page. It will also require a type. So under type, let's have page transition type from left to right. Cool, so everything is done from here. Format document first. So after having the following thing, let's open it one more time. Cool. So now the following thing is done. We also have to add the functionality of deleting the following account from the Cloud Firestore itself. So for that purpose, let's move under our Firebase operations and create a new method for deleting the user data. So for deleting Cloud Firestore user data, I can simply write here future, that is a future method, and here I will be writing a new method of delete user data. Under this, it will be taking a string to be user UID. Cool, so now under this method, let's make it asynchronous. So under this method, I can simply return Firebase Firestore.instance.collection, the collection of users, and from this I will be taking doc of my user UID, which will be unique, and after it I will be simply deleting the following data. So once everything is done from here, let's go back under landing services and have the following method. So for that, let's have a provider from Firestore operations, that is Firebase operations, and here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's delete user data. It will be taking a user UID. So for that, I can simply pass on document snapshot dot data, and from here let's have user UID. Cool, so everything is done from here. Format document first. Cool, so after having this thing, we have completed our entire method. So now let's try it out for logging in. So here for logging in, I can simply press the following button. Let's check our debug console. Alright, the following data is fetched. Cool, so now we are getting all of our data here. Now the following functionality of passwordless sign-in is successfully implemented. Now let's start adding the functionality of liking the following post, also commenting the following post, and also rewarding the following post. So for rewarding, under my Cloud Firestore, you may observe I have a collection. The collection is named as awards. The following awards contain all of the images which are stored under my cloud storage, that is Firebase storage, and the following link of the image is referring to the image under my Firebase storage itself. So first of all, let's do one thing, add the functionality of liking the post. So for that, we can simply go under our utils, alright, under utils, and create a new file for post options .dart. Under this file, let's create a new class of post functions. Under this, it will be extending with change notifier, usual thing. Let's go under our main method and add the following provider. Cool, so now once the following thing is done, let's go under our post option. So first of all, to add a like under our post, we need to create a different collection under the post option, that is a sub collection under the following post collection. Now if we go under our Cloud Firestore, you may remember we have a collection of posts. Under the following post, we have two documents, and under documents we have some data regarding to the following document. So here under the following collection, we shall be creating a sub collection for likes, that is number of likes. So for adding the following sub collection under our entire Cloud Firestore collection, I will be simply creating a new future method. Let's say add like, and under this it will be taking a build context to be a context, and after that it will be taking a string for the post ID, and after that it will be also taking a string to be sub post ID. After having the following context, we shall provide here a string which will be the post ID itself. We shall be also adding a new string for sub doc ID. Easy. It will be going to be asynchronous. So under our following add like method, I can simply return a Firebase Firestore instance. Let's import it first. And here let's have the instance, and from this instance I can have a collection of the following post, and under the following collection, that is a post collection, I will catching up the following doc. The doc will be nothing but the post ID, and after this let's create a new collection, a collection of likes, number of likes, and after this we shall be adding the data of the user who have liked the following post. So for that we shall be having a doc. The doc shall be nothing but sub doc ID, which shall be the user ID of the following user. Alright, doc ID. And after that we can simply set a data. Instead of adding the data, we shall be setting all the data, so the following like shall not be repeated again and again. This is going to be a smart strategy so that a user can like the post only one time, not many different times. And from here let's set all the data. So under the data we are going to add first of all a like. Let's make it clear one. So here first of all let's add all the likes, and here under the field of likes I shall be taking a value from the field value, which shall be containing under a collection of Cloud Firestore itself, that is package of Cloud Firestore. And from this field value I can simply say field value dot increment by 1, and after having the following like, we shall be adding the username who have liked this post. And for adding the username I can move under my Firestore operations under services. Here you may remember we are simply initializing all of the user data, so we can init the following username, email, and similarly image who have liked the following post. So for that purpose let's go back, and here I can simply say provider dot off. Let's have the provider from Firebase operations, and from this let's listen property to false, and after this let's get the following username. After that let's have user UID itself of the following user. So for getting user UID I can take help from my provider's authentication class. Let me show to you my authentication class under which is services under, and here you may remember we are getting a string UID which is getting from our login to account method, and similarly for Google one. So for that purpose I can have provider dot off for the context of authentication. Alright, context, and after that let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get the user ID. Easy. After that let's have user image as well. So for having the user image we can copy the following line, paste it here, but here we can simply say get init user image. Easy. And after that we shall be adding user email as well. For user email we can copy one more line from here, and here let's have get init user email, and after that we shall be adding one more thing for time. So under the time field I can have timestamp dot now, because we are going to add the following functionality of time ago service. So once the following thing is done, format document first. Easy. So after having the following functionality of adding like, we shall be adding one more functionality for adding comment under the following post. So for adding comment I shall be writing future. Under the following add comment option it will be taking a string to be doc ID, that is a post ID. Let's have post ID, and after that it will be taking all of the data of the following comment, and under the following post we shall be adding comment, and for adding the comment we shall be taking the string to be comment as well for having a unique document. So here let's have this process to be asynchronous, and under the following method I shall be adding await Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection. Under the collection of all the posts I will be taking a doc of the following user. The doc shall be nothing but the post ID itself, and after that I will be creating one more collection, a collection of all the comments, and under the following comments, that is a collection of comment, I will be adding a doc, and under the following doc I shall be adding doc under the following comment, which is a string, that will be a unique UID, and after that I will be simply setting up all the data of the user. So for that let's set all the data. So all of the data shall be same of the following thing, that is username and etc. So we can simply paste it off here, and after that it will be taking a comment as well. So for comment I can pass on comment field itself, and here it will be taking comment as in the form of comment. Let's paste it here. Easy. So here let's pass on a build context as well to be a context. So everything is done from here, format document first. So as everything is done from here, so once we have created both of the following functionality, let's add a new sheet, that is a bottom sheet, for showing all of the data of the comments, that is number of comments added under a following post. So for that we shall be creating one more thing here. it will be taking a build context to be a context, and after having a build context, it will be taking a document snapshot to be a document snapshot, that is a snapshot as well, easy. And after that, it will be taking a string to be doc id. Let's return a show model bottom sheet. It will be taking a context, and after having context, let's pass on a builder under a form of context. So under the following builder, we shall be returning a container. So for under container, let's have first of all some decoration. So under decoration, let's have a box decoration. So under the box decoration, we shall be having a color. So for getting a color, let's have constant colors to be a constant color that shall be equal to constant color are used to thing. So let's come down here and have a color under our container for a constant colors dot blue gray color, and after that let's have a border radius as well. Border radius for border radius dot only, under only let's have a top left for a radius dot circular of 12, and after that let's have top right as well, same for radius of circular of 12. Cool. So after having the following functionality, we shall be having height and width. So before having height and width, let's change the property of each scroll control to be true. So here first of all let's have a height under a media query dot of dot size of height. Let's have a height of 0.75, also a width. So after having all of the following thing, let's have a child of a column. So under the following column, let's have children. So here first of all we shall be having a children of a divider, that is our authentic divider. So for having divider, let's go under landing helpers, and here from here let's copy the following divider and paste it here. After having the following divider, let's have a text showing all the comment. So for text, let's have a container, that is our text wrap under a container. Under a container, let's have a box decoration. Let's have a border for border dot all. Under this all, let's have a constant color of constant colors of white, and after that let's have a border radius for border radius dot circular. So after having the following things, let's have a child as well, a center. Under the following center, let's have a child to be a text of showing all the comments, that is comments. And from here let's have style to be a text style. And after having the following container, we shall be having a big container for showing all of the comments. So for that let's have a container. Under the following container, let's have a child to be a stream builder under a form of a query snapshot. It will be taking a stream and a builder. So for now I will be having a stream for Firebase Firestore dot instance for a collection of all the posts, and from this I shall be showing a post of the following document. The document shall be nothing but the doc id itself that we have passed under the following arguments, and after that we shall be taking all of the data from comments. So here let's have all the comments collection, and after having the following collection, let's order all of the data under a field of time. If you remember, we are adding all of our data under a field of a time. So here once everything is done, let's get all of the snapshots, easy. So after having the following stream, we shall be having a builder as well. So for builder, I can write here builder. It will be taking a context, also a snapshot. So under our following builder, let's have an if condition for showing the data under a connection state of waiting. So here let's have connection state. If it is under connection state of waiting, we shall be returning a center. Under the following center, we shall be returning a circular progress indicator. Cool. If the data is not under a waiting state, that is if we are simply getting our data, we shall be having an else statement for return a new list view. So under the following list view, we shall be having all of the children under a form of snapshot dot data dot docs dot map. We shall be making all of our query snapshot under a document snapshot. So for that, let's have a document snapshot to be a document snapshot. So here under the following document snapshot, alright, somewhere here under the following curly brackets, we shall be returning a container. Under the following container, let's have a height of media query dot of for size of height into 0.11. Let's have a width as well. And after having both of the height and width, we shall be having a child of all the column. So under the following column, let's have children. But before that, let's have somewhat axis alignments to our column. So here let's have main axis alignment for main axis alignment of start. Here it is. Also a cross axis alignment for cross axis alignment of start. So after that, under our column, let's have a row, the first child. So under our column, that is under our row, the first child shall be nothing but a gesture detector, and the following gesture detector shall be having a child to be a circle avatar of the following user who have commented on the following post. So for that, let's have a child to be a circle avatar. Under the following circle avatar, let's have a background color of constant colors dot blue gray color, not dark color. Let's have a radius as well, radius of 15. Also a background image for network image. Under the following network image, we shall be having the user's image who have commented on the following post. So for that, I can simply have document snapshot dot data user image for my document first. Now the following user image shall be referring to the following thing, that is the user image that we are simply commenting, that is adding our comment. So after having the following gesture detector, under our row, we shall be having one more column, a small column. So under the following column, let's have all the children. So under our column, first of all, we shall be having a container. So under the following container, we shall be having a child to be a row. So under the following row, let's have all the children. So the first children is going to be a text. So under the following text, let's show the username who have commented. So here let's have document snapshot dot data under username. Let's have somewhat styling to it. So after having the following text under a following row, let's get out of the following container. So here under our main row, coming out of this following column, we shall be having a small container for showing a row of all the buttons that are available for pushing up the comment, that is liking a comment, also deleting the comment. Similarly for replying the particular comment. So for that, let's have a new container, and under the following container, let's have a child to be a row. So under the following row, let's have all the children. So first of all, we shall be having a row, and here let's have an icon button. So under icon button, we shall be having an icon for font awesome icons dot arrow up. Where it is? Here it is. And here let's have a color to our halo as well. So here let's have constant colors of blue color. And after having this, for on press of the following method, nothing shall be happening for now. So after having the following icon button, we will be having a small text for showing number of comments, that is number of likes on the following comment. Let's have somewhat styling to the following text. By default it will be 0. So once the following thing is done as well, let's have one more icon button. So let's come out of this following text and have an icon button. So for that, let's copy the following icon button and paste it here, and also one more icon button for deleting the comment. And here let's have delete option, that is trash option, and here let's have a reply option. Let's have a different color of a yellow color, and here let's have a different color of a red color. So as everything is done from here, let's come out of the following main row, which is somewhere between here. So after having the main row, we shall be having a small container. So under the following small container, we shall be having a child to be a row. I know this is complicated, but we need to do this. You have to watch this tutorial again and again for understanding what's happening here. So here first of all, let's have a children. So under the children, first of all, let's have an icon, that is icon button. So under this icon button, first of all, let's have an icon from icons dot arrow, where it is forward arrow forward, this one. It was quite hard to guess it where it was. And after having that, let's have somewhat color of constant colors dot blue color. Also let's have somewhat size to our arrow of 12. So after having the following button, it will be null for now, that is empty for now, that is on press method. We shall be having a small container for showing the entire comment. So here let's have a container. Under the following container, let's have a width of media query dot off for size of width, and here let's have a child to be a text, and under the following text we shall be having document snapshot dot data, and from this let's fetch the comment of the user as well. So for that, let's go up. Here we are simply setting up the comment, that is adding a comment. So let's come down here and add a comment as well. After adding the following comment, let's have somewhat style. So now let's come out of the following container under the following column, and here let's have a divider. Under the following divider, let's have a color of constant colors dot dark color. Alright, with opacity of 0.2, not 12 but 0.2. Alright, everything is done from here. Congratulations, we have coded a long thing. So now let's test it out. So for testing it out, we can go under our feed page, under our feed folder, Cool, so here we have our body under feed helpers. So here under our feed helpers, let's go down under for load post. We have our caption thing here, but we need a comment. Where is our comment option? Cool, so here it is. So here let's have on tap option. So here on tapping the following thing, we can have provider dot off for the following post options, that is post functions, complicated name Abhishek. And from here let's have listen property to false, and from this let's have show comment sheet. So here it will be taking a snapshot, so we can simply go up and pass on a document snapshot, easy. And after that it will be taking a doc ID. So for doc ID, it will be taking a doc ID to be a document snapshot dot data under the following caption, which is a unique caption. So once we have done this, press Ctrl and S. So now let's try it out by pressing it on it. Alright, we have our comment sheet here, no worries. So now we need to add the following text field under our comment sheet. So for that, let's go under our comment sheet, that is show comments, and here under builder we have our first row, we have our second container, we have a divider, and after having the following divider, so format document first, and here come out of a stream builder, that is entire stream builder. Alright, let's move with the arrow, let's go down, and here we have our arrow here. So after having the following arrow, we shall be having one more container for showing the following text field. So here let's have a new container. It will be taking a width of media query dot off for size of width, and after that let's have a child, a text field. Under the following text field, we don't need a text field but an entire row. So for adding a floating action button for adding the comment as well. So here under the following row, first of all let's have a small container for a text field. So for that let's have a width for a fixed width of 300, also a height of 20. After that let's have a child to be a text field finally. So under the following text field, first of all let's have text capitalization to be text capitalization for words, not words but let's have sentences. If we want to comment a sentence, let's have decoration for a input decoration. Under the following input decoration, let's have a hint text. So for under a hint text, I shall be adding add comment dot dot dot. Let's have a hint style. So for adding under a hint style, let's have a color for constant color. So after having the following decoration to our entire text style, let's have a controller. So for controller, let's create one more controller at the top. Here let's have a new controller of text editing controller to be comment controller. You can give any sort of name. Let's have a text editing controller. So for now let's come down here under our text field and I have a controller. Alright, a controller is already declared. So here I can have a comment controller. After having that, let's have somewhat style. So after having the following container under our row, let's come out of the following container and have a floating action button. So here under our floating action button, first of all let's have a child to be an icon. So under the following icon, I can have font awesome icons for a comment one, and after that let's have somewhat color. So after having this, let's have a background color. For a background color, I can have background constant colors of green color. So here on pressing it, we can simply perform the following action of add comment. So for that I can simply first of all let's have a print statement of adding comment, and after that let's have the following method of adding the comment which we have declared up here, add comment. So let's add it here, add comment. So it will be taking a snapshot dot data for a following caption to be a doc ID, and after that it will be taking all of the data that needs to be commented, and after that it will be taking a comment as well. So for comment I can have comment controller. Now if you hover over it, it will be taking 3 parameters, that is 3 parameters. Alright, we don't need data, sorry. So first of all let's provide it a context. Cool, everything is done. Cool, so add a colon here, semicolon here. So for now we can simply do one thing, go at the top. First of all let's check our method of add comment, what's happening there. So for here it will be taking a build context, a post ID, also a comment. For post ID we are adding a post ID of the following caption, that is a caption ID. If you observe our Cloud Firestore under our post, it has a post ID to be the caption ID itself. So here under the following method of add comment, we are adding the following data under caption, and after that it will be taking a unique comment, and for that comment I am taking the comment controller.text, which will be unique itself. So once everything is done from here, so now before trying it out, we can go up under our media query, that is our stream builder, and here let's add some more dimensions. So after adding the following dimensions, let's check it out. So after pressing over this, alright, we are getting our add comment option here. So for now let's come down, and for here let's have some more different attributes. So here first of all let's have a main axis alignment. For main axis alignment of space evenly, let's check it out. After opening this, alright, it is aligned and we are good to go. Let's do one thing, that is check the color. So for color, I can have constant color of red color. Let's open it. Cool, so this is the entire thing. So now let's increase somewhat size to 50. Let's open it. Cool, so everything is properly managed and the button is big as well. So after having the following changes, let's go at the top of the following stream builder and let's increase somewhat height. Let's check it out. Alright, bottom overflowed of 6.3. It's always about trying an error. Cool, so everything is properly managed and we are good to go. So now before moving on, let's go at the top, and for our container let's have somewhat width of 100. Let's check it out, and after opening this, it is open, it is looking more cool. So before moving on, let's go at the bottom and remove the following red color. Cool, so everything is done from here. Let's check it out. Cool, so we have our comment sheet here which have 0 comments. So now we can simply do one thing, that is add the following comment sheet here, that is the following padding to our entire bottom sheet from bottom. So for that we can go up under our main container, refactor it under a padding from only. But before adding a media query padding, we can remove the following const, and here let's have media query padding from bottom. For media query dot off, for view insets not size for bottom. So for adding like, we can copy the following name of the following add like and go under our feed helpers, and from here we have a gesture editor of like, and here let's have on tap method. So for on tap, I can simply copy the following method from here, paste it here, and from here let's have add like option. It will be taking a post ID. So for post ID, I will be simply typing here document snapshot dot data, and from this let's have captions. So after having caption, it will be taking a subdoc ID as well. So for following subdoc ID, I will be simply providing here document snapshot dot data. From this let's have user UID as the unique UID. Cool, so let's try it out. So here instead of having the following doc ID, I shall be having doc ID of the following user who is currently logged in. So for that let's have provider dot off. So here let's have authentication, listen property to false, and from this let's have get user UID. Easy thing. So once everything is done, let's try it out. So here let's have a print statement for adding like. Let's test it out. Let's clear it out from here, and after pressing over this, let's check our Cloud Firestore collection. So under our Cloud Firestore collection, under the field of clear sky, we have created a new sub collection which is likes, and under the following likes, we have a new doc ID which is a doc ID of the user itself. Congratulations, we have made it up. We have successfully added like under our Cloud Firestore. So now let's do one thing, that is retrieve all the likes under our entire post. So for fetching all the likes, we can remove the following padding from here, and instead of having the padding, let's have a stream builder. So under the following stream builder, let's give the type of query snapshot. So here let's have a stream option for Firebase Firestore dot collection, that is stream of all the collection from our collection of likes. So here let's have instance of collection, not clear persistent but collection, and here under the following path, we shall be giving the collection path of posts, and from this we shall be taking a particular doc. The doc shall be nothing but the particular caption. So for that let's have document snapshot dot data, and for the following caption on which the user has pressed like option, and from that let's fetch the following collection of all the likes, which is likes, and after that let's get all the snapshots. Easy. So here after having the following command, we shall be having a builder. So for retrieving all the sub documents, let's have context, also a snapshot. So here under the following builder, we can have a if condition, if snapshot dot connection state is under a waiting state. Let's return a center, and from the following center let's have a child to be a circular progress indicator. And after having this, let's have our else statement. So here under else, I shall be simply returning the entire padding. Let's return the entire padding, but here instead of having 0, I shall be simply having snapshot dot data dot docs dot length dot toString. Alright, dot toString. So once everything is done, let's add a comma here, that is semicolon, and now press Ctrl and S. Did you see that we have successfully added a like under our entire Cloudflare store, and also we are now able to retrieve the following likes under our entire social feed. So congratulations, we have made it up. You know what, we should continue the following tutorial in the next part as well. That is a part 2 of adding comments, likes and rewards, because the following tutorial is going quite long. But before that, we can do one thing, log out of the following application and let's create one more account. So here let's have a sign in. From the gallery, let's choose my image. Let's choose Mandarin, confirm image. Let's enter some of the credentials. Let's have a new name of, let's say, Flawless Hero or any sort of thing. Let's have email as well of flawlesshero@gmail.com, not comma but .com. Let's have a password of my own name. Let's go under the following account. Alright, so we have our new account here of Flawless Hero, that is flawlesshero@gmail.com, and here under the following collection, let's add the following like. Did you see that we are successfully able to like the following post? So in this way, we have successfully added likes functionality under our social feed. Let's create one more sheet. It will be taking a build context to be a context. So after having the following build context, let's return a show model bottom sheet. It will be taking a context to be the context, also a builder. So under the following builder, let's return a container, that is have a container value. Let's return a container, and here under the following container, first of all let's have somewhat height, which will be fit at the 50% of our entire screen, which is somewhere here. And after that, let's have somewhat width. I know you are getting used to writing the following code for making all of your Flutter applications to be responsive. So here I shall be having a box decoration, or a box decoration, not constraints. So here under the following box decoration, first of all let's have a color. So for having color, let's have constant colors dot blue gray color, the usual color. After that, let's have somewhat border radius for border radius, and from only we shall be having a top left radius of circular one. And after that, let's have a top right radius as well for a value of radius. So after having both the radius thing, alright, format document first. So after having decoration as well, let's have our main child. The child shall be containing a column. So under the child of our column, we shall be having a divider. So for getting the following divider, let's go at the top and copy the following divider from any of our favorite widget and paste it here. So after having the following divider, we shall be requiring one more container for showing the comment text, that is like text, so far as we did in our container of this sheet. So for that, let's copy the following thing and paste it here downside. So after having this, let's change it to likes. Alrighty. So by far now we can do one thing, go under the following feed, and here under our feed helpers we can come down here under the following gesture detector, and here convert this property for on long press. Where it is? Here it is. And here on long press we shall be having a provider for the following value of post options, that is post functions. And here let's have listen property to false, and after that let's have property of show like. Ctrl Shift and P, and now try opening it by having a long press. Already we have our sheet here of likes. So after having the following divider and the likes container, we shall be having a list of all the people who have liked our entire post. So for showing up that, let's come down of our likes, and here let's have one more container, and the following container is going to be containing a stream builder. So let's have a stream builder. Under the following stream builder, let's have a query snapshot to be the type of our stream builder. Now the following stream builder shall be taking a stream and a builder, as you know if you are following my previous tutorials. So here under this stream, first of all let's have Firebase Firestore dot instance, and from this instance let's have a collection of all the posts, and from this post let's have the doc, and here the following doc shall be nothing but the current ID of our entire container, that is the following post. So for that, let's provide here a string to be post ID itself, easy. And after that, let's come down here and provide the following post ID to our entire doc. The following post ID shall be nothing but our entire caption. Alright, so after having the following post ID, let's get the collection of all the likes, and after that, let's fetch all the snapshots. So after having this thing, let's have a builder. So under this builder, let's have a context as well as a snapshot. So under the following builder, let's have an if condition if the snapshot is under connection state of waiting. As usual, we shall be returning a center, and under the following center, let's have a child to be a circular progress indicator. And after this, let's have an else statement, and under this, let's return a new list view. So under the following list view, let's have all the children. So for having the children, let's have snapshot dot data, alright, data dot docs, and from this docs, let's map the following query snapshot, that is the type of the following stream builder under a form of a document snapshot, easy. So for that, let's go at the top, and here let's convert the following thing under a document snapshot to be a document snapshot. And here let's not have docu but document snapshot, but docu is cool, what's it? So after having this, let's have a curly bracket, Flutter cries too much for this thing, and here let's return a list style. All we need is a list style, and here under the following list style, first of all, let's have a leading widget to be a circle avatar. But instead of having a circle avatar, let's have a gesture detector, cause in the latter tutorial we are going to navigate the following user to the following user who have liked our post. So for now, let's have a child to our gesture detector having a circle avatar. So under the following circle avatar, let's have a background image to be a network image, and under the following network image, let's have document snapshot, that is docu, and after this, let's have all the data, and from this, let's fetch the user image. As you remember, we have provided user image to be the entity name. So after having a gesture detector, we are going to have a title to be a text. So here let's have a text, and under this text, let's have a document snapshot. From this document snapshot, let's have a data, and from this data, let's fetch the username. So after having the following text, let's have somewhat styling to it. So here let's have a styling of a text style. After having this color, let's have a font weight for font weight of bold. Also let's have somewhat font size for 16. So after having all the changes, we shall be having a subtitle as well. So for subtitle, let's copy the entire text from here and paste it one more time. But here, instead of having a username, let's have a user email, and also let's have a different color of a white color. Cool. So here let's have somewhat different font size of 16. So after having all of the following changes, we shall be having one more widget of trailing widget. So here let's have a trailing widget to be a material button. So here under this material button, first of all, let's have a child to be a text will follow the user. Let's have somewhat styling, and after that, let's have an onPress property as well. So on pressing it, nothing shall be happening for now, and after that, let's have somewhat color to our entire color button. So here let's have a color of constant colors of blue color. Now let's check it out. Press Ctrl and S. So now let's move under our feed helpers, and here after having show likes, let's provide here a post ID to be the following document snapshots of data for a caption. So here let's provide it that. Now the following caption entity shall be referring to the following post ID. So for now, you can press Ctrl Alt and F to format document once, and now let's test it out. So now after long pressing over this, alright, we are getting nothing. Let's go back. So here for happening that thing, let's have somewhat height and width. Now let's open it one more time. Alright, we are getting all of our data. So for now, we can do one thing, change the following height under our media query, cause we need a responsive application. So here let's have somewhat media query. Alright, let's open it one more time. Cool, everything is looking more cool now. So after having the following changes, we have to do one small change, that is showing the following follow button to only the user who is not the following user who is logged in. What I mean by that, if I move under my user profile, now here you may observe my profile is naming to be a flawless hero, and if I go under show likes option, you may see the following flawless hero is also showing a follow button, but I don't need this follow button. So for removing the follow button, let's go under trailing widget. Let's remove the following material button from here, and here we shall be having a ternary operator condition. So now if the following user ID of the list style, that is the Cloud Fasto data, is matching with the user ID of the user who is currently logged in, we shall not show him the following follow button. So what I mean by that, under a code, so here let's have a provider. dot off, and here let's have authentication, and after having this authentication let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get our user UID, and here if the following user UID shall be equal to document snapshot dot data, and from this data if it is equal to user UID we shall be showing him nothing but only a container. Alright, so under the following container let's have somewhat width of 0, also a height of 0. If the following thing is so, if the UID of authentication, that is get user UID, is not equal to the user UID from a document snapshot, we shall be showing him the following button. So let's paste it here. So now press Ctrl and S. Cool, so let's open it one more time. Now you may observe that we are only having the following follow button on those people who have not logged in under the following application. Congratulations, we have done a great job. So after having this thing, let's show all of the comments to the following user. So for having that, we can go under our comment sheet. Let's open the following thing, that is our text field, not any following thing bro. Cool, so now let's try one of the comment for awesome post or any sort of thing. Press enter. But here you may observe that we are getting all the jumbled data. So let's make it a correct one. So for that we can go at the top at the following stream builder of our entire container of show comments, that is show comment sheet. We can come down here under our container. Here we have our main button, that is main row, and here first of all we have a JSON director. So here what I will be doing is come down here under the following username and let's somewhat increase the username to 14. Cool, so after having this thing I shall be coming down here under my icon button. Alright, so here under my icon button, first of all let's have somewhat size to our icon. So here I will be having a size of 12, not 21 but 12, and after having that I can go up, and here under my row let's have a main axis alignment. For main axis alignment of space evenly, let's check it out if it's happening. So I can open the post one more time. Alright, it is all jumbled up, so we don't need the following space evenly thing. So let's remove the following thing from here and have somewhat JSON director padding from only for top, and for top I will be having a padding of 8, also from left a padding of 8 as well. Let's test it out by opening one more time. Alright, it is now looking more cool. So now first of all let's do one thing, under the following container let's have a color so that we shall see what is exactly happening under our entire container. So here let's have a color of red color. Open it one more time. Cool, so this is our entire container. So what I will be doing is format document first. So first of all I shall be removing the column from here. We only need a container. And also under the following child we don't need the following row. I don't know why we gave the row here. So now let's open it one more time. Cool, so now this thing is done. We can format document first, and here to our following container of username let's have somewhat padding. So for now I shall be having a padding from only from left of 8. Let's increase the font size to 18, and also let's come down here to our 0 to showing the number of likes on the following comment, and here instead of the following size to be 12 let's increase the font to be 14, and here to our icon button let's decrease the following size. Here I shall be having a size of 12. So after having somewhat changes under our main line, let's come down here. So for that I can go up and increase somewhat height of my entire container of 0.15. Let's open it one more time. Cool, so here we are getting our entire awesome post thing, but also we are getting somewhat bottom pixel from left. So let's check it up. So for that we can come down of the following container, and under our following comment we have a divider, but we don't need here. So under the following container we have an entire row. So first of all let's have somewhat defined width. So here I shall be having a defined width of 400 for now. So let's open it one more time. Cool, so once everything is done from here, let's go up for deleting the following comment option, which is somewhere up cause it is hidden under our red color. So here I shall be removing the icon button from here. Bye bye icon button. And here under the width of our entire container of the following, after having the following container I shall be pasting up here the following icon button, and here to the width of the following container of the following text I shall be making it of 0.9, and for that I can copy the entire thing from here. Instead of having a static height I can paste it here to the full width. Let's open it one more time. Alright, congratulations, we are working up. So now let's decrease the size to 0.8. It's all about trial and error. Alright, 0.7, that is 0.75. Open it one more time. Cool, so everything looking more cool now. So what I will be doing is simply removing the following color of the entire container to lit it up. So for that, let's remove the following container color. Open it one more time. Awesome, so everything is looking more lit and cool. So now what I will be doing is remove the following from top to my circle avatar. Let's open it. And also we have our comment here of awesome post. So we have our entire comment thing here. So first of all, I can come down here for the following delete option and decrease somewhat size. So here let's make it of size of 12. Open it one more time. It is quite small, let's make it big of 16 I guess. Cool, so everything looking more lit up now. Also we have our like counter here and also a reply option here. So now let's try adding one more comment. So here instead of awesome post 1, let's remove this and have an amazing one. Post it here. Alright, we have our second comment here. Congratulations, we are successfully adding more comments under our comment sheet. So now what I will be doing is add a following condition over our button. Now after pressing over this, we need to clear off our text field, that is our text fields controller. So for that we can go under our main container, comment down, and here after adding the following comment, we have our method of add comment, and here let's have when complete phrase, and when the following phrase shall be completed, we shall be simply saying of comment controller dot clear, easy. Let's notify all the listeners, notify listeners. Cool, so now let's try out adding somewhat different comment. Here we have only amazing, but we don't need amazing. So here let's have a different comment of only emojis. Let's have this one, post it here. Alright, and the following field is removed. Congratulations, we are working great. So now after having all of the following comments, we are going to show the following comment length, that is number of comments over the following post. So for that purpose, we can go under our head field helpers and come down here at the 0th option, and here instead of having the following padding, I can simply remove it from here. So instead of having that padding, we can have a similar thing just as we did for our like option. So to learn how we did this, you may see the following previous video, else simply catch up the following video. So now I shall be simply pasting up it here, easy, but here I shall be having a field of comments. Press Ctrl and S. Cool, so now here you may see we have gotten a number of 3, and similarly we have number of comments to be 3. Awesome, we are working great. So now after having the following field of likes and also comments, that is after showing the following fields of likes and also comments, now we need to add a reward under the following post. That is, now we are going to post somewhat rewards to the following post because we have loved them very much. So for having that thing, let's go back under our post options and create one more method for first of all showing all the reward sheet. So for that I can simply create one more method for show rewards. It will be taking a build context to be a context. Under this, let's return a show model bottom sheet, and here let's have a context, and after that under the following builder, let's follow up the following context and also return a container, our usual thing. And under the following container, first of all let's have somewhat height. So here let's have somewhat width, and after having both the dimensions, let's have a decoration for a box decoration. And under the following decoration, first of all let's have a color of constant colors of blue gray color. Also let's have somewhat border, that is border radius of border radius dot only, and under only let's have top left for a radius. After having all the dimensions and all the color attributes, let's have the child as well. So here under the children, first of all let's have the comment, that is column not comment, and here under the following children, first of all let's have the following divider and also the following likes option. So here let's paste it off here, and here let's have rewards. So after having this thing, we shall be having a small container as well for showing all the available rewards under my Cloud Firestore collection that I had already presented. So here first of all let's have a container. Under following container, let's have a height of media query, and after that let's have a width as well, and after having that let's have a child as well to the following container. So here let's have a child of a stream builder. It will be under a type of a query snapshot, So here under the following query snapshot, first of all let's have a stream. So under the following stream I shall be having a Firebase Firestore dot collection, that is instance dot collection, and under the following collection let's have the following collection of awards, and after that let's get all the snapshots. Once we have provided a stream, let's have a builder for a context, also a snapshot, the snapshot that is not fee but if. So here if the following snapshot is under connection state of, we shall be return a center, and under the following center we shall be having a child for a circular progress indicator, and after that let's have an else statement as well. So under the following else statement let's return a new list view. Under the following list view, first of all let's have a scroll direction for axis of horizontal, not a vertical one. Also let's have all the children. So under the children, first of all let's have all the snapshot dot data dot docs. From this docs let's map all the data, that is query snapshot under a document snapshot. So for that let's have the following, let's remove the following e and have a value of document snapshot to be a document snapshot, and here let's return a container, that is a small container. It will be having a fixed height and width. So here I shall be having a height of 50, also a width of 50. After that let's have a child for image dot network, and under the source of the following network I can have document snapshot dot data. For this I shall be only catching up the image, which is the entity name. Now let's try it out. So for trying it out, let's go under our field helpers at the bottom. Here we have a container, under this we have gesture detector. So here on tapping it we can have the provider value. So for getting the provider value, let's go at the top and copy the following line and paste it here. And after that let's have, alright, let's have provider, not provider, and after this we can simply have show rewards. It will be taking a context, usual thing. So now after pressing over this, alright, we are getting all of our rewards. Alright, so we are getting all of our rewards, which are cute little rewards. So now we can do one thing, go at the container and have somewhat padding from top, from top, easy. So format document once. Now let's open it one more time. Cool, we are getting all of our rewards. So now I will be simply doing one thing, that is under my following padding. So here under the following list view we are returning a container. So let's refactor it under a padding from only left side. Easy. Let's test it out by opening it one more time. Cool, so this is properly managed and we are getting all of our rewards. So now what I will be doing is, after typing over the following reward, we need to add the following reward to the following post, and all of the following rewards shall be shown here at the top of the left. So let's make it this thing happen. So for doing so, let's refactor the following padding under a gesture detector, and here on tapping it, alright, on tapping it, first of all let's print a statement. Let's say rewarding user dot dot dot, and after that we shall be having an operation over our Cloud Firestore for adding the following reward under the collection of the particular user. So for that purpose, first of all I can simply open the following thing, that is entire reward. Let's open our following debug console, and here after tapping over it we are simply getting reward user. But now what I will be doing is, instead of printing rewarding user, I shall be printing up the value of the following image, that is a source of the following image. So for that I will be simply writing a document snapshot dot data. From this let's get the image, let's test it out. So now let's open it one more time, and after tapping over it we are getting the following URL of the following award, that is the image. So now we need to add the following reward under the collection of the particular post. So for doing that thing, we can come down here and make this process to be asynchronous first of all, and here let's await. So now let's go back under our Firestore operations, that is our main function for handling Cloud Firestore things, which is under services. So under our Cloud Firestore, let's create one more method adding the following rewards under our Cloud Firestore. So for that let's have a future method for add award. Here under the following thing let's return, that is make it asynchronous, and here let's return Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection of the following post of the following doc of the following post. So for the following doc I shall be having a string to be post ID, usual thing. So here let's return a post ID, and after that I will be creating one more collection, a collection of awards, and after this I shall be simply adding all the data. So for adding data, let's create one more dynamic value of the following data. Cool, so everything is done from here. So now let's go back under post options and have an await method, that is await form for provider dot of. Under the value, let's have provider for Firebase operations, and here let's listen to false, and after that let's have our method of add award. It will be taking a post ID and a data. So for post ID, let's provide here a post ID. So for providing a post ID, let's have a string of the following post ID. Easy. We have provided a post ID, and under the following data, we shall be providing all the data of the user. So for the data, I can go up and have a value of dynamic data or a dynamic. So for under the following data, first of all I shall be taking the username. So for getting username, I can use the provider option class, which is presented under our Firebase operations for init user data method, which only inits all the data of the following user who is currently logged in under our The Social. So for that purpose, I can have provider dot off, and for the context of Firebase operations, here let's have a listen property to false, and after that let's get init username, and we can copy the entire thing from here, copy and paste, but here let's have user email, that is user image, we don't need email, and here let's have get init user image, and also we won't need the following thing. Instead of that, let's get the user UID, and for that I can have provider dot off for authentication. From the authentication, let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get the user UID. Alright, let's have a small comma here. So after having the following user UID, let's have a time as well. So under time, I can have timestamp dot now. After having the following timestamp, let's have the award itself. So for having the award, I can have a document snapshot, that is document snapshot dot data, and from this let's get the image of the following data, that is from our current stream builder of the following award sheet. So everything is done from here. Format document first. So once the user shall be tapping over the following image, we shall add the following data to the following collection, that is the collection based under our post, and it will be creating a new collection of awards having the following doc ID of the following post, and here the data shall be referring to the following data. Easy. So now let's try it out, but before that we can go under feed helpers, and here if you hover over it, it will be taking a post ID and all the data. So for now we can go back, and we don't need data here, so I can remove the following value of dynamic data. Easy. Let's go back. Now it will be taking only a post ID. So for post ID, let's come down here and copy the following, no, not this, and for the post ID we can go here and copy the following snapshot and paste it here. Easy. Format document first. So now let's try it out. First of all, let's open a debug console to check what's happening. So here on tapping over it, so now before ending the following video, let's do one thing, show number of awards that the following post has been occurred, that is has been awarded. So for that we can go under feed helpers. Let's copy the entire stream builder thing. Yes, I am lazy, but you don't call me lazy. So yeah, let's paste it out here. But here instead of this, let's have awards option. Press Ctrl and S. Alright, we are presented with one award, but you know what, the following tutorial is going quite long. So in the next tutorial we shall be showing all the particular awards to the following user somewhere between here. So till then, if you have loved this video, please hit that like button. Also comment something good or bad. Please do this, it will be very helpful to me. So with that said, I will see you in the next one for carrying the further operations under The Social. Till then, have a good day. Goodbye.